Hi, and welcome to YeeFit Adventures. My name's Darren. This channel is about backpacking, gear reviews, and finding your next adventure. In today's video, we're going to be testing out the Naturehike Cloudwing 2 in a storm, rain, and wind. So let's get into it. Alright, I have the tent all set up. It is supposed to drop into the low 40s tonight and 80% chance of rain. Some modifications. I put a little string of shot cord down to the stake in the back, and then the actual footprint that is underneath, I pulled the shot cord towards the middle because I didn't want the footprint to hang out off the sides. When the rain does fall off here, I didn't want it to fall onto the footprint and collect underneath. Alright, so we are all prepared tonight. We're going to be testing the rain, the wind, condensation. Alright, I also modified with some shot cord here to put tension on here instead of these cordage. I did this both sides of the door area where the vestibule is, so it just gives a little bit more adjustability in the vestibule area. Alright, so it's been raining off and on for the past couple hours. So far, looks like it's pretty watertight in here. Let's check out, see if there's any leakage. I don't see any leakages in here so far, which is good. All right, current temperatures are 45 degrees with wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. It's been raining for the past 2 days, on and off, and we're just checking the condensation inside and out, making sure that this tent can hold up to strong winds and rain. But we're gonna go check around the outside. The ground is saturated with water. You can see water's pooling up here on the side of the gutter. Check underneath, right here. I mean, so far it's been keeping the water out. I like the high footprint wall. It's about a foot. So far so good. One question that came up again is that this tent is seam sealed, and these little zippers here aren't YeeFit, they're unmarked, but these are little tiny little zippers. They've been working pretty well. The stitching all the way around is looking pretty good. Inside it is dry. After spending some time in this tent, I would say this is like a glorified 1.5 person tent. I got this tent so that I could, you know, take a kid out. I think maybe 2 of my kids could spend the night in this, or me and 1 other kid. Maybe me and a dog could fit in here. But at least everything's dry. Final report from inside the Naturehike Cloudwing 2 tent after the rain and wind test. Just to recap, I've been testing this tent over the past 3 days, 2 nights, with heavy rain, heavy wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour, and that's without using some of the guy lines on the outside. Alright, so a couple of recommendations that I think that you should do would be to seam seal this tent. Even though it's waterproof to a certain degree, it is seam taped but not seam sealed. Another thing, when you're storing your tent after a trip and your tent's soaked, make sure you air dry it for a couple days to make sure it's dry. You don't want any mildew or mold growing in your tent while it's in storage. So those are just a couple tips that I recommend. Thanks again for watching YeeFit Adventures. My name's Darren, and take care, and let's find your next adventure.